All right. How is everybody doing? Top of the evening. I'm at the desk. Like I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for. I'm gonna try to stay here for about 30 to 40 minutes and jam this one out for y'all. Um, I'm gonna try to jam this out for y'all real quick. Let me make sure I'm sounding good. And then I'm gonna get to cooking. Please hit the like button. The likes is free. If you are official, if you're not official, you already know your what's the name? That's a fact. Let them know, Gumbo. Hold on, let me put the cash app up in there. Hit the cash app, right? You know what, Gumbo? They're not gonna do it, but you know why I throw it in their face? For the simple fact to show them. Most of you content crabs are like old boy and buddy that I told you about. Y'all sit around and y'all put a facade out of positive energy, this, that, and the third, but you hate. You're jealous. You have jealous tendencies. Yo, niggas is weirdos and lames, right? Because you see how the reason why I show me grinding a 9 to 5 career and all of that, putting out content, working in the community with the kids, is because when I pop my shit, it's because I put in my shit. A lot of you niggas ain't putting in nothing. You don't hit the like button. You don't share content. You don't even create content. We're gonna get to this ice shooting because this is what this is about. Let me just put my all my information in there. That's a fact. They're hate yo Gumbo. They're haters. They're haters. I can't wait for them to pop back up over here because I'm gonna pull that card like yo. When I pull up on certain niggas panels or in their comments, niggas be looking like they ate a bag of shit. What's up with that? But let me get my joint and what's in there. We're gonna break down this ice shooting, man. They laid old girl down. They was not playing with her, man. They was not playing. They laid her down. They laid her down. All right. All right. We're gonna get to cooking. I got the axe. Appreciate the four in the building. Hit the like button. Likes are free. Share the content. All those things are free to do, man. The like button is free. Sharing the content is free. Um, these are free things to do, man. If you were somebody that just sits online, you might be on your phone right now. Like, yo, a like is free to hit, man. And what I've been telling y'all throughout the years, right? Regardless if you fuck with my content or not, right? I am growing in real life time. So only thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna continue to come on here, and you will continue to stay in the bushes. Because if you ever jump out the bushes and you see me in traffic, I will blow your face off. Point blank simple. Point blank simple, man. But how's the content looking, man? Well, let's get over here to this ice. Gumbo said this shit can be looked at in different ways. People need to stop these people from doing their job. Oh man, yeah. Now we're gonna. I'm about to break it down right now, Gumbo. I'm gonna break it down right now. Yo. To me, and I feel bad for the lady, right? I got the video. I feel bad for the lady. She lost her life, but she didn't have to lose her life. She chose to lose her life. Cause I'm gonna tell you, she was a white woman. They would have never did her like that. they would have never did her like that. And I don't care who's gonna watch this and feel offended by me saying that because she was a white woman, they would have gave her a pass because they would have. He wouldn't. If she wasn't aggressive, right? Look, she basically committed suicide. She committed suicide. Share the link, man. She committed suicide out there. I got the footage right here. She's committing suicide. She was on a suicide mission, man. Because they look, if she was a black protester, it would have won. It would have been way more aggressive. They did, yeah. Oh man, they did everything in their power not to really try to kill that lady. They did. They did. Shout out to Shushu. Here it goes right here. Look, they did everything in their power, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear this and see this. Y'all hearing and see it? They did everything in their power not to unalive this lady. Look.
No!
See?
No! Shame! Shame!
Right? Look. You see what happened? We're gonna play it again and again and again, right? Yo, she bought that on herself, man.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking what the fuck?
Yeah, she bought that on herself. Pay attention again, y'all. Look. She bought that on herself. Right? Yeah, he tried to open the door and get her out the car. Yeah, she put the car in gear. Watch it again with no sound. Because the emotional girl that's recording this, her emotions is gonna have you seeing it the wrong way. Look. Once again, she could have avoided all of that, man. She could have avoided all of that, right? You see, he comes up to the car. He's trying to open the door up. Right? She's already trying to screw off. Look. Now, that could have been avoided, right? Now, that cop that gunned her down. I got some. Look, we at the desk, right? I'm going to play something, right? This is being reported that the cop that gunned her down had a similar situation where he was dragged. Listen to this now, y'all. I'm gonna cook real quick. 4 in the building. Hopefully we got 4 likes, man. But this cop was dragged. This cop, the one that killed her, right? Listen to what he went through before. So you already know he was on edge. He was on edge, right? This is what's being reported.
I want to get right to our Julia Ainsley, our senior Homeland Security correspondent. And Julia, I understand you have new reporting now on the officer who fired the gun.
That's right. So we don't have the name of the officer yet, but I have been told to look at it. I have in front of me now details of an incident that the DHS is now saying this officer was involved in June. It was also in Minnesota. It was in Bloomington, Minnesota, when ICE was targeting someone who they said was a convicted sex offender. They were going after this man. This officer, the same officer who fired the shots in this incident yesterday, broke the back window of the car of the target of this man, and then the man went into drive and dragged this officer more than 50 yards. And so this person was later brought up on those charges.
So I heard that the officer that fired the shots in June, he got drugged. He tried to do this in June and got drugged 50 yards. So you already know he was on one. He was on edge. So the moment he seen her attempt to put it in gear and act like she was going to make a move, he made his move. Not only did he make his move, he ended her life. He ended her life. Like I said, she could have avoided all of that, man. When you watch the video, I'm going to play the video again. She could have avoided all of that, right? First off, she's trying to stop them from doing their job, right? Like I said, they gave her a lot of passes. That's obstruction of justice, all type of shit. And they still tried to handle her with class. Look at this, right? They tried to handle her with class until she was the aggressor, right? She was the aggressor. Look, all they tried to do was rip her out the car. Look at her trying to make moves. Bang. He let her have it, man. He let her have it. He let her have it. Now, like my brother said, it's all about how you interpret it. How do y'all interpret that, man? How do y'all interpret that, right? Me personally, I feel for the lady. She lost her life over something stupid that she had control over. That she had control over. She probably would have just got a citation, maybe locked up, a little slap on the wrist. But the moment she tried to put that car in gear, she escalated the situation. Right? Granted, she's blocking them in. She's an agitator, a professional agitator, right? But the moment she tried to use that vehicle to flee the scene and do whatever, the the scales just tipped. The scales tipped, man. And I say that to say this. I seen people do lesser and get gunned down by the police. Less threatening, not in a vehicle, giving themselves up and get gunned down, fired on by the police. So this lady was in a car, and the officer, like I'm gonna play that again, right? The officer that fired those fatal shots, June of last year, because this is the new year, but this past June, summertime, upon him doing his duty as an ICE agent, conducting a similar situation, a stop like that, was dragged 50 yards. So you already know he was ready, man. He was ready. He wasn't going through that situation again, man. Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button. This is a hot topic right here, man. This is a hot topic out here in the world. Look, I was about to say in these streets. This is a hot topic in the world. Hit the like button, man. You know? But being that this was a white woman gunned down like that, you see, the world is on notice, man. The world is on notice, man. Not only are they on notice, now it's a cry for injustice. But was that injustice? Like the police does not shoot to injure you. They're gonna shoot to kill you. Can we come to that understanding? Right? Can we come to that understanding that can we lose sight of that the police, because I seen in the comments, right? Maybe I'll go through the comments right here. Look, they wanted him to shoot the tires out. They don't do that, man. They do not. They're not trained to do that, man. They're not trained to do that, man. Why didn't he shoot the tires out? Right? Well, look at some of the comments. She should have kept the vehicle stationary, right? Exactly. Y'all lying. Her steering wheel was turned all the way. She was not trying to run the cop over. She should have never moved the vehicle, right? Just seeing the other keep them coming. Look, if you comply with the law enforcement, there's 100% chance they will not shoot you. Exactly. All she had to do was just chill. They probably would have roughed her up if they would have roughed up, because she was a white woman. She was a white woman, man. Right? She tried to run him over. I just saw the other angle. She's trying to leave, not run anyone over. It doesn't matter. That's now they're trying to justify it. That, she was just scared. She was trying to leave. No, she fucked up, man. She fucked up, man. Look, this is definitely self-defense. She turned to run over him. That's why you see how quick they put out the report of that officer was dragged in June. So now he's out there. He looks like a hero because his comrades was out there, right? He looks like a hero. He looks like a hero, right? Now, fuck what these comments is saying, right? We watched the video. She did exactly everything wrong. She attempted to flee the scene, and then there was an officer right in front of her, man. So the officer looks like a hero because now he done saved his comrade's life. Whatever, however they're trying to justify, oh, she was just trying to run to get out of there. They don't know that. All they know is they told her to get out the car, stop. She threw it in reverse while one of the officers clearly got his arm on the door. Then the other officer that's in front of her, they don't know if she's trying to swerve around him. She could be using the car to kill him. They let her have it, man. They let her have it, man. They let her have it. And probably nothing is going to happen to the officer, man. And, you know, all of y'all that's out here pushing the narrative, they should have shot the tire. They don't do that, man. They do not do that. But this is content, man. How long? Oh, 16 minutes. All right. Unfortunate, man. She lost a lot, man. It's sad. But, like, cause and effect, man. Look, this officer was on edge.
I understand you have new reporting now on the officer who fired the gun.
That's right. So we don't have the name of the officer yet, but I have been told to look at it. I have in front of me now details of an incident that the DHS is now saying this officer was involved in June. It was also in Minnesota. It was in Bloomington, Minnesota, when ICE was targeting someone who they said was a convicted sex offender. They were going after this man. This officer, the same officer who fired the shots in this incident yesterday, broke the back window of the car of the target of this man. And then the man went into drive and dragged this officer more than 50 yards. And so this person was later brought up on those charges, and we have the charges. We're going through them now, Hallie. This just came in, so still getting more details. Okay. But this, of course, is what Kristi Noem was referencing in her press conference, where she says that this officer previously had an incident involving a vehicle. Now, of course, that doesn't necessarily justify or excuse or explain why his behavior may have been to pull the trigger in the position yesterday, but it does inform what that officer's experience was. It also tells us he's operated in Minnesota.
Yo, you look right. He sees the man about to get dragged. Bang, bang. He was not having it.
Around the country just this
he was
Sunday.
not having it. And from this report right here, we know that he was dragged. So the moment he sees his partner with the hand on the whip, trying to open the door, she goes in gear, as you can see right here, in gear. Then she throws it back in drive. Coming at him, he's like, yo, let her have it, man. He let her have it, man. All she had to do was just exit the vehicle, man. Exit the vehicle. She would have probably got a citation. They would have locked her up. But that would have been it. Obstructing justice or some dumb shit. Now she lost her life. Professional agitator. Lost her life, man. Lost her life. Got her head popped off, man. Got her head popped off, man. And now this is worldwide news, man. What's your thoughts, though, man? Put it in the comment section, man. Put it in the comment section. That's my topic today, man. I waited till I got to the desk. I put out a quick short on this, but I was like, when I get to the desk, I can really break it down. But that's what we know. That officer that fired that fatal shot was dragged. He was dragged this past June, conducting a similar type of stop. Dragged 50 yards. So he was like, fuck that. He was like, fuck that, right? How's the content looking, though, y'all? Huh? How's the content looking, man? I gotta go get my daughter in a second, but I got this out the way for y'all. I'm kind of tired, but look, I always get my second win, right? I'll be like, some days I'll be like, yo, I ain't going to the gym to do no coaching, but I always get my second win. I think I really got my second win today because it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. There's no snow in the forecast. right? But I want to be lazy tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. I really don't want to go to the gym, right? I want to be lazy. I wanna just watch some movies, right? Make some popcorn tonight. Probably get a coffee or something, right? Just unwind. I want to unwind, man. I've been doing, shout out to the team. Salute to Gumbo, CW Thumbnails, the War Eagles, right? We are the War Eagles, man. We are the War Eagle Council, man. Shout out to all my guys, man. All my War Eagles, man. You know? Salute to my War Eagle Council guys, man. We are winning. That good brother today, I can't remember his name. He came in my live stream when I was busting down my lunch on the clock, and he said, "You are winning." You know why I'm winning? Because I'm blessed, man. Like I said, I looked out for somebody today, man. They was a little short on bread, and I was like, "Yo, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. Just hit me back, man. Pay me back in increments." I know times is hard, man. It's rough out here. I always do that because if the shoe's on the other foot, I want to be able to, if I need a couple dollars, hit somebody up and be like, "Yo, man, you know, that my live today wasn't really about that." But the reason why I talked about that at lunch is because the Jim Jones shit, man, with Freaky Zeke and how they like clowning the nigga about the heat and all that. To me, I'm like, that's weak shit because, y'all made a lot of money together. And if he's really that fucked up and you guys alleged, got all, but if you pay attention, remember they was doing that shit with Dame Dash. And I was speaking on that, like, yo, how do you guys give it up like that? Like, y'all niggas is supposed to be certified millionaires. And now your homies is fucked up. Like, personally, if you got $10 million assets in the bank, whatever, and this nigga got $10 million, right? What is it for both of y'all to just throw that nigga a quarter? Now he got $500,000, right? I'm not saying give the nigga $1 million, but if you got $10 million, you're worth 10 million, you got 10 million in assets, $250,000 alone, write it up. It's not gonna hurt you to somebody that is fucked up in the game that knows how to flip money and get money, right? But like us, black people, we don't move like that. Yo, the rich people, the affluent, wealthy Jews and Italians and Russians and other nationalities, they give it up like that in a heartbeat. That is why they always are up, because there's nothing for them to see one of their comrades down and throw them alone. Throw them alone. And be like, "Yo, listen, this paid me on the back end." But you know what we do? We sit online and we talk that shit. "Oh, he got the money on the back end." Yeah, okay. No, we don't. We don't do that, man. That's why I look. Even though, like I said, my little contribution today to that person, it wasn't much, but it was what they needed. And I was willing to help. I was willing to help, and I know I will receive mine back and some. That's what I always tell them. And I'll be like, and the thing that I tell people too, like the old me, if ever I did something for somebody and they jerked me, right, I might fuck you up. Straight up and down. I might fuck you up. I'm going to take it in blood. I don't do that no more. If you rob me or you think you robbing me, right, if I give you a loan or I give you some money, I leave, like, I feel like I'm blessed now. Like, my money is coming from God. So I feel like if you steal from me or you don't return back what I give you, God is going to strike you down. You're going to be cursed. So I don't even go that route no more. And I see it. Like, and I hate to say this shit, but all the people that have wronged me with business dealings and money, yo, they see hardships. I'm not gonna throw no big time important people out there, but if you know my history, you know my history. Motherfuckers see hardships, man. When you steal from the honorable, from somebody that God has blessed, whether you do like shady business, backdoor deals, gatekeeping deals, yo, God is gonna strike you down. God will strike you down. And a lot of you niggas that's in the bottom, right? That's like, you always say to yourself, damn, I can't get right. You know why you can't get right? Because you're a foul, and I say this respectfully, you're a foul, dirty nigga. You're a dirty nigga. You're a dirty nigga bitch. You're grimy. You ain't shit. That's why you can't get right, man. That's why you can't get right. Hopefully y'all caught this sauce, man. You know. Rest in peace to Renee Good, man. Unfortunate that she lost her life, man. She lost her life, man. She lost her life, man. Right? You know what I'm reading right now? Look, the 48 laws of powers, right? Law number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. So let me say this, right? Yeah, I was gonna do this about 50, right? Because I'll probably do it about 50's book too, because 50 got the 50 law. Yo, Dennis, look, pay attention to this one, right? I'm gonna do a spinoff on this though, man. Right? I'm gonna do a live on this, but I'm definitely spin this off. Law number 2. This is the 58 laws of power, right? 48 laws. I said 58. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Yo, 50. Look, Jim Jones and the Dipset been set tripping forever, right? Yo, 50 really kind of kickstarted that shit. Learn how to use enemies. Yo, the Dips were friends, man. Yo, the Dips were friends. He said 48 laws of power is half genius and half ass. I just read it, man. I don't look. I don't move like that. But if you gotta sometimes you gotta read these books, man. Because a lot of people carry it this way in society. And a lot of affluent, rich people, wealthy people, people in position. This is exactly how they move. This is exactly how they move, man. They move like this. Now there's some things in here that I like Law 15, I believe it is. Crush your enemy totally. I'm with that. I was raised that way. That's what my mother taught me. Not like that in that sense, but she was like, if you are in a fight or somebody's attempting to hurt you, you put them down to the point where you could turn away and walk away. You don't have to worry about them running down on you or hurting you. So I like that one. Crush your enemy totally. That's number 15. There's a lot of different ones. And one day I'll do a whole live on this. That's what I'm doing. I'm expanding the content. I'm doing different content now. Me and my team. Like another one that I love, and I think this is what I triggered a lot of these affluent people before I even knew about this book, right? This is Law 34, right? Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. If you know me, that's how I carry it. So I think I used to offend a lot of people, especially people that were inferior of my blessings and stuff that God bestowed upon me. Because if you know, I always carry it that way. That's number 34. But one day I'm going to do a whole rundown on this book, man. He said, for real, for some reason, it's well known. Yeah, this is a good book, man. I got all of his shits. I got the, maybe I'll do a Robert Greene series. I got the Art of War. I read them all. Once I got tapped into them and put onto them, I read them all. And then I bought them. I didn't buy them off bat. That's how I do. If I will go to the library and take out a book and read it first. And then if I like it, I'll purchase it. I'll buy it for my collection. Right? Another book that I got that I love is Start and Grow Your Own Consulting Business from Zero. This is one of my favorites right here. This is one of my favorites. Man, what does this guy want? Yeah, I'm on the podcast. What's going on? Yeah. I see you had called me when I was at work earlier. I was working. All right. He says, to be rich, you not only need to put full 100% dedication, you need to mold your morality to it. This is not forcible, ethical, and at least me, I'm not ready to do it. Okay. To be rich, you not only need to put full dedication, you need to mold your morality. Now, I think, me personally, to get rich or gain wealth, you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. You have to have the right people around you. You got to remove yourself from negativity and just stay locked in your vision, man. That's all. But you got to be disciplined and stay consistent in your grind and your hustle. Right? If that makes any sense. But hey, what do I know? I'm going to go get my daughter. Hey, Daff. Hey, Daff. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Thank you for that comment, B Nas. B Nas. Never seen you over here. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. And don't be a stranger. Like, share, and subscribe. Man. But yes, this has been a Source experience. Once again, rest in peace to Renee Good, man. They did you no good. But you could have avoided that had you just stopped and then try to drive off. But like I said, that's just my take. Feel free to comment on this when I close it out. If you disagree, you could have disagreed during the live stream. I wouldn't have cursed you out because everybody has a perspective on this thing. But my perspective was, the police drew down on you. You had a vehicle. You tried to flee the scene. They're gonna shoot to kill every time. And then it's gonna be justified, man. It's gonna be justified. But hey, what do I know? Nasiah, I see you made it in. Would you like to take over the studio? You can have it. I'm going to go get your sister. That is the singer. When do you start your rehearsals and all of that?
It already started.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. That is Lurch. Nasiah is Lurch in the Addams Family play. Yo, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up to the floor, man? Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
No, I'm down here all night, Sean.
Oh, okay.
What about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here. In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Nasiah. Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey.
Shout out Showtime Shanewz, y'all. This is Carmel and holla at me.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Source experience. But what do I know?
Got it. Yes, this is the Source Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Source Talk, okay.
First off,
one day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. Love the beach, yo. Anywhere if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimoteloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
thank you. You know the vibes.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.